Raise your frequency because maybe everything you believe about your thoughts is wrong. How many times have you tried using the law of attraction, repeated affirmations, done visualizations, and nothing happened? Frustration sets in and doubt grows. Does this stuff really work? But what if the mistake wasn't in you, but in the way your vibrational energy is being transmitted? Spirituality has always said we're connected to the universe, but now science is starting to reveal something even bolder. Every thought you have is like a silent command that shapes reality. But there's a forbidden detail, rarely revealed, that separates those who manifest prosperity and abundance from those who live in cycles of scarcity. In this video, you'll discover what mental state actually makes the universe respond. The final revelation could forever change how you understand your own thoughts. And at the end, I'll share an extra tip, simple and practical, that you can apply today to transform your vibrational energy. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because this journey isn't just a video. It's the beginning of a transformation beyond your imagination. Every thought born within you isn't just an invisible flash in your mind. Raise your frequency and imagine each idea as a wave traveling through space, vibrating beyond your body. Spirituality has always talked about this, and now even science is starting to admit that nothing truly gets lost. What you think is vibrational energy, and energy never disappears. It transforms, spreads, and creates echoes in the universe. When someone decides to focus on fear, insecurity, or scarcity, they're feeding an entire field of limitations. Ever notice how bad days attract more bad situations? It's not bad luck, it's vibration. Through the law of attraction, thoughts of scarcity keep pulling in experiences of lack. It's like tuning a radio. If you turn the dial to low frequencies, you'll only hear static. But if you learn to raise your vibrational energy, you start picking up another station, prosperity and abundance. A simple example. Think of someone who wakes up already complaining about life. In traffic, they get irritated. At work, they stress out. And by day's end, it seems like the entire universe conspired against them. But actually, they just transmitted a frequency that called for more of the same. On the other hand, someone who decides to wake up with gratitude and a genuine smile changes the entire tune. Raise your frequency first thing in the morning and notice how the universe responds with new opportunities, encounters, and even unexpected solutions. And here's the most intriguing point. Thought isn't just internal, it's a transmitter. Your mind is like an antenna, broadcasting signals all the time. What if you could learn to control these signals to attract only what you desire? Spirituality calls this alignment, physics calls it the quantum field, and you can call it personal power. But this is just the first part of the journey, because the mystery becomes even deeper when we discover the scientific proof behind it. Science tried to deny for a long time what spirituality had been affirming for centuries. We're all connected. Quantum entanglement proved that two particles can remain linked, even when separated by enormous distances. When one changes, the other responds instantly. This defies logic, but confirms the law of attraction at its core. After all, if particles respond at a distance, why wouldn't our thoughts do the same? Think about it. When you intensely remember someone, and that person suddenly sends you a message. Coincidence, or proof that your vibrational energy traveled through space and activated that invisible connection? Quantum physics calls this non-locality, but you can call it being in tune. And it's in this tuning that the keys to prosperity and abundance are hidden. Imagine the universe as an immense network of invisible threads. Every thought you emit is like an electrical impulse running through this network, reaching places you can't even imagine. That's why when you raise your frequency, the universe starts conspiring in your favor. Small doors open, unexpected encounters happen, and opportunities arise as direct responses to your vibration. Now think, If microscopic particles obey this principle, what does that mean for your life? It means your mind isn't trapped inside your brain, but intertwined with the fabric of the universe. And if you learn to use this connection consciously, you can transform thoughts into reality. But hold on, this revelation gets even more powerful when we see how this already happens every day in your own life. Everyone has lived moments when reality seemed strangely synchronized. You think of someone, and the phone rings. You dream about a situation, and the next day something similar happens. These episodes aren't mere coincidences, but reflections of the law of attraction in action. When you emit vibrational energy, the universe responds. And the more you raise your frequency, the clearer and more frequent these responses become. Look at the example of someone who decides to start the day repeating phrases of prosperity and abundance. They look in the mirror and declare, "My vibrational energy attracts only the best." Throughout the day, doors open in unexpected ways. A lost client returns, an opportunity arises, or even a surprise invitation comes. It's not magic, it's being in tune. Spirituality has always affirmed, what you feel as truth sooner or later manifests, and the opposite also happens. Those who insist on carrying fear and anxiety usually attract more of the same. The person who keeps saying, "Nothing works out for me," ends up finding proof of that around every corner. The universe doesn't judge, it simply responds to the frequency being transmitted. It's like shouting in a valley. The echo returns exactly what you sent out. That's why choosing your thoughts is actually choosing the path of your life. Now imagine if you could use this reflection consciously, like someone adjusting a mirror to see more clearly. Imagine learning to program your subconscious to send only signals of abundance, love, and prosperity. The universe would become an ally, not an obstacle. But this understanding only gains full strength when you discover the hidden promise, the power to shape your own destiny through your vibrational energy. Few people realize it, but each thought is like a seed planted in the invisible soil of the universe. If you plant ideas of fear and scarcity, you harvest obstacles and painful repetitions. If you plant faith, courage, and abundance, you harvest prosperity and fulfillment. Spirituality and the law of attraction converge on this point. What dominates your mind also dominates your life. And when you raise your frequency, this inner garden blooms in colors that transform everything around you. Think of someone who desires success, but deep down believes they don't deserve it. The subconscious sends signals of limitation, and the universe responds accordingly. The result? Self-sabotaged goals, relationships that don't progress, opportunities that slip through their fingers. On the other hand, someone who decides to reprogram their beliefs and cultivate vibrational energy of confidence starts seeing doors open where there were only walls before. Prosperity and abundance stop being a distant dream and become tangible reality. This means destiny isn't written in stone. It's shaped with each thought, each emotion, each vibration you sustain. It's as if your mind were an invisible brush painting the canvas of your own life. Those who learn to direct this energy create masterpieces where there were once only sketches. And here's where the hidden promise is revealed. The key to transforming any reality is inside you, not outside. But there's an even more surprising detail. It's not enough to think positively on a superficial level. The universe doesn't respond to empty desire, but to genuine feeling. The big shift happens when you feel as if you're already living the life you want. When emotion and thought merge, a vibration capable of moving mountains is born. And it's precisely this mental state that reveals the final technique, the most powerful of all. The most powerful revelation is simple, but few can practice it. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you already vibrate as truth. That's why many people affirm positive phrases and see no results. The desire is there, but the vibrational energy remains trapped in fear and scarcity. Raise your frequency and discover that the key isn't in wanting, but in feeling as if you already have it. Think of someone seeking prosperity and abundance. They mentally repeat that they want wealth, but every time they open their wallet, they feel anxiety. The universe picks up the true emotion, not the memorized phrase. Now, when this same person decides to visualize their future with gratitude, breathing deeply and smiling as if they'd already achieved it, something changes. The vibration rises, and the field responds by opening previously invisible pathways. This mental state is like a secret password. You don't force reality, you attract it naturally. By feeling joy, gratitude, and confidence even before manifestation, you prove to the universe that you're already aligned. Spirituality calls it faith. Science calls it coherence between thought and emotion, and you can call it inner power. This is the moment when the law of attraction becomes practical and tangible. Now imagine what it would be like to live this way every day, waking up with the certainty that your vibrational energy already opens doors, feeling that the universe conspires not against you, but in your favor, acting with confidence without fear of tomorrow. When this state becomes natural, life changes silently, effortlessly, almost like magic. But the question is, are you ready to live at this frequency level? Or will you keep just wishing? Now you know, every thought is a seed that can bloom into prosperity and abundance, or into limitations that repeat themselves. The universe doesn't respond to what you desire superficially, but to the vibrational energy you truly sustain. If you apply what you've learned here, you'll be rewriting your story from the inside out. So I ask you, what thoughts will you choose to cultivate from today forward? Will you keep feeding fear and doubt? Or will you take on the power to raise your frequency and use the law of attraction consciously? Think about it, because the decision you make now defines the direction of your life. And as promised, here's the extra tip. Before sleeping, close your eyes and feel deep gratitude for something you haven't even achieved yet. Imagine yourself living that reality as if it's already accomplished. This simple practice puts your subconscious in a receptive state, programming your mind to vibrate at the frequency of what you desire. If this video made sense to you, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, because this journey of spirituality and transformation is just beginning. And of course, also watch the other videos I've prepared. Each one is a piece of the puzzle for you to manifest the life you've always dreamed of. We're in this journey together.